To be fair, ladies and gentlemen, I am a little nervous today. You see, making a speech is what I imagine it's like to have a baby. It's great fun to conceive, but hell to deliver. Now, all of the books and literature on presenting a speech, or in this case, PowerPoint presentations, state that you must get the audience on your side. To do this, you should assess them and consider which one of the following three categories they fall into. The prudes. Those who cannot tolerate even the most mild of swear words. Middle rollers. You can enjoy a laugh and a joke. Drop the odd innuendo. The kind of people who will enjoy the carry-on films or the hangover. And Jim, we'll get to your hangover in Barcelona later on. Lastly, we have easygoing. Say anything you like, pretty much anything goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, decide amongst yourselves, please. You've all been together for the day. I've prepared 3 opening jokes to this speech, and I personally decided you fall into the latter category. So, I'd like to thank the father of the bride, Mr. Reynolds, for coming, because had he not, none of us will be here celebrating this wedding today. At this stage, I should mention I am available for children's parties, so see you at the end. Now, we really do need to get something out of the way. If you think I'm going to stand here doing this presentation saying, oh, how did that get in there? Pretending that silly, pointless images have made their way onto my computer without my knowledge, then you're very much mistaken. I'll be completely honest with you, I put each one of them in there, okay? There's a nice one of you, Lawrence, not looking too good after a night out. Okay, to the plan. Seeing as we are celebrating a wedding, I decided to bring along the current Mrs. Christina with me, or my first wife. Jim, they are terms of endearment which I find help to keep the good lady on her toes. So keep that in mind, please. Now, your wife of just hours has probably nudged you in the ribs and seriously questioned your choice of best man. So I shall attempt to redeem myself and proceed with some of the formalities. The response on behalf of the bridesmaids, and thank you to Jim for their toast earlier on. Laura's sister Terry thanks you sincerely for a lovely day. She says, Laura, you really could not have chosen a better man to marry. I look forward to the day when I can get you a Spurs baby grow. I wish you both the very best of luck and happiness. Jim's sister Becky has also been graced with the bridesmaid duty. Becky says, it's probably been the longest 3 years of preparation, but indeed, the day is finally here. I'm quite possibly the oldest bridesmaid ever. And I'm so happy that you've let me have this part in sharing your special day. It's great to see my little brother all grown up, and you could not have chosen a better wife to spend your future with. I hope you have a great honeymoon in Kenya, and I look forward to having a little niece or nephew to buy a red and white baby grow for. Thank you for making me the bridesmaid and for having Sam as your page boy. It's been lovely to have all been involved in this wonderful day. Okay? Just bear with me, nip over the other side of the room just to pick something up, because I do have a letter from White Hart Lane. Jim, this was what I think someone might have hinted to was a surprise. I'm just going to read it to you, ladies and gentlemen. It says, Dear James and Laura Jane, I'm writing to congratulate you both on this very special occasion. Today marks the start of what I'm sure will be a long and prosperous marriage, and on behalf of everyone here at Tottenham Hotspur, I should like to wish you the very best in your future together. And remember in life, just like football, a little teamwork can get you some great results. Kind regards, Harry Redknapp, manager of Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, on with the presentation. It would be fair to say that, Jim, you were initially concerned about the speech focused on you. Some would say quite understandably. I do hope that by the end of this, a demon that has haunted you will be put to rest, and that you can move on from a grave error that you made. I intend to give you justice, as you are a complex lad who displays a range of temperaments and emotions. We all know Jim as different things. To Laura, he is a husband. To others, he is a sibling. Some know you as Peach. Others, Billy Wiz. Or there's Billy Wiz, the lad from Essex Boys. To others, Jim, you are a sweet little boy. I know you as Jim, my friend, who once upon a time modelled his hair on this man. Then, changing it drastically, you styled it like this lad. Fortunately, you've now reached a happy medium. Jim, you are now a son-in-law, and I do think it's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, to show you what Jim wore the first time he met Laura's parents. Now, you are also a keen football fan, but forgive me, it is Tottenham you support, is that correct? Yes? Good, because for a moment there, I thought I saw you wearing an Arsenal shirt. Whatever team you support, Jim, you also play football for a team. You and I would regularly chat on the phone when you were on your way to training. But over the years, I've got to think of your football team as rather like an old-fashioned bra. No cuts and poor support. To others, Jim, you are a work colleague. And to the less fortunate, you are a work buddy. Your boss, Jason Mansfield, at National Windscreens, was asked, is there anything Jim is bad at? Does he have any bad habits? Is there anything that he repeatedly gets wrong? Jason simply answered, everything. And as we're on the subject of work, Jim, would you like to tell me who this is? Ladies and gentlemen, Scott is the youngest member of the workforce, who Jim played the trick on. Now, let me make sure I get this exactly as it was done. Soon after Scott was employed, Jim sent him across to the garage, just across the road from where you work, asking him to collect some tartan paint. This is all true. Upon returning, Scott brought back with him a can of brake cleaner with the words black and red written on it. Clearly he's not a bright lad. Yes, I know. Yes. Now, clearly, Jim then sends it back, saying that he wanted red and black. The garage staff then returned young Scott with the original bottle and instructions to Jim that it is correct. Jim, not content with the impact so far, then sends Scott back again, telling him to ask that if the can is held upside down, will it come out red and black as he initially wanted? Poor Scott was bounced back again. The garage told him to say that if he sprays the paint from right to left, it will come out black, and if it goes from left to right, it will come out red. Jim, an outstanding wind-up that will, for many years, make me laugh. So well done on you there. As with all best man speeches, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to use the following phrase. When I first met Jim, it was back in the last decade, and you were with Laura. In fact, it was very rare that I ever saw you separately. Laura, you always look lovely, and today you look nothing short of flawless. Your radiant smile and wonderful sense of humour have undoubtedly helped to make Jim the calm and stable lad that I know today. I always enjoy being in your company, and I'm grateful for you being so patient after I drunkenly spilt white wine all over your dining room floor after missing my mouth with a bottle. Surprising, I know, but I was very drunk at the time. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we may forget why our friends are our friends. How often do we look back and see what it is that maintains our relationships with others? Well, for Jim, I've just got to look back at our past days to find the answer. I hope that there's no feedback with this, because I'm just going to try and put the microphone towards the speakers, and if there is any feedback, I will do my best to adjust it. Your ability to jump ditches like a frog make you stand out from the rest.